we're headed out to an auction today, and my husband and I want to take you along. We're almost there, so let's get to it. Before we get there though, I do want to ask a question. Are you looking for something in particular? Hold on, let me, our auction puts pictures online, and then you can get on there. What night is it? Wednesday or Thursday night? Okay, so Thursday night of that week, the sale is on a Saturday, by the way, but Thursday night of that week, you can get online, see the pictures of what they have, and then that helps you get an idea of whether or not you want to show up. So in saying that, I can ask you, did you see anything in the pictures online that you are in particular interested with?
I like to look at the garden equipment. It's not anything I'm like particularly interested in, but we did also see some concrete bird baths and flower pots.
Yeah.
So that's primarily my interest, but if there's a nice piece of lawn or garden equipment, I'll probably see what the bids are on that.
Okay, well, we're gonna take you along and let's just see how this goes. Let me explain what's going on here, and my best of not filming people. Anyway, behind me is where all the action's happening. You're going to hear the auctioneer. He's in a cart that moves along in a wheel, and they go up and down rows that are running here vertically. You can kind of see them. He'll go up and down those rows. The crowd will follow him, and he'll bid out the items as that goes. I won't be able to film over there because there's a lot of people here today, and I don't like to make people feel uncomfortable. I will walk through and just show you some of the items that they have here. I had to step outside of the building, outside of the area where it's just so busy, but you just saw a lot of what I see at the auction that we have. So let me just tell you how our auction is set up. By the way, this is Wilson's Auction in Lincoln, Delaware, and we frequent here. We're not far from this spot, so we like to frequent here. But the way that it's set up is you come on a Saturday and you go to the different areas. They'll have usually 1 or 2 auctioneers going at a time. Currently, they're outside. It's still in the morning. I don't even think it's 11 o'clock yet. So they're still outside in those areas, up and down those rows, like I told you, and they're selling those items. When they're finished there, they will take a break and then they move indoors. And each one of those rooms that I just took you in is scheduled to be auctioned at a certain time. Like there's one room, I think it starts at 1 o'clock. There's another room that starts at 2 o'clock. And at that point, they'll have 2 auctioneers going on. And then then they take a bigger break. And then in the evening, they do the room where the furniture is, like where that, what did I show you? Oh, that beautiful desk. Sorry about the wind. I don't think I can cut that out here. Whoa. Okay, I've tried to move to an area that's a little more protected, so I hope I've cut down the wind. I can't tell as I'm recording. Anyway, that furniture room, and then there was another furniture room. What did I show you in there? I've forgotten, but there are 2 furniture rooms, and they will auction one room, I think starts at like 6:30 p.m. and then the other room starts later at like 8 p.m. And that's where some of the more expensive items are, higher dollar items, and they try to draw the crowd. So it's an all-day event. And what Steve and I try to do is we peruse the online pictures to see if it's worth coming. And we make a decision there. Then we come and then we make a further decision and we walk around because we know the time of day that these areas will be auctioned. We have to decide, do we want to stay here all day? Because it is an all-day thing when you come to this style of auction. Yours might be different, I don't know. Here comes the wind again. It is windy in Delaware, but it's March and that's what it's supposed to do. Anyway, we'll make a decision about whether or not we're going to stay, depending on where the items are that we saw that we're interested in and whether or not we want to spend the whole day doing this. So I'm going to find him in the crowd. We're going to have a little powwow session, and I don't know if we're staying or not. Let's see. Alrighty, I just found my husband, and oh my gosh, can you please turn that around the other way for everybody? Okay, not that way either. Okay, we need to talk about this. Before we see the crazy thing that my hubby bought at the auction, I want to tell you that we are just celebrated our 40th wedding anniversary, and we've decided we want to stay fit and healthy as we age by walking and eating right. So when Fitville Shoes reached out and asked if we wanted to try out their walking shoes, we jumped at the chance. They're the perfect pair of shoes for any active lifestyle, whether you're a runner or somebody who just enjoys a good walk or spending the day at the auction. We'll be turning 60 soon, and we know the importance of taking care of our feet so that we can continue doing these activities and going on our daily walks. The shoes come in a variety of wide sizes, which is great for those of us with wide feet. And the shock-absorbing pads provide the perfect amount of support for my feet and for my ankles, and my husband as well. He's loving these shoes. But what I love most about these Fitville shoes is how comfortable they are. My husband and I have both been wearing them on our daily walks for the last couple of months, and our feet have never felt better. If you're looking for a comfortable and supportive pair of shoes, I highly recommend giving Fitville Shoes a try. And as a thank you for watching, Fitville Shoes has given us a 25% off discount code just for you. The code is CS25 and you can get 25% off your purchase. I'm going to include that discount code down below the video in the See More section. You'll see it down there. Trust me, your feet will thank you. And thanks to Fitville Shoes for sponsoring this video. Okay, so I just saw my husband coming across the parking lot with this thing. I mean, I'm trying not to show you the whole thing, so bear with me, but let me explain because it's a little weird. But my husband is a teacher at a technical high school, and you teach
Criminal justice.
Yeah, so he needs to have things that could be, like they set up crime scenes that you can do some investigation. Just really quick, say why you would use this in your classroom.
This will probably be buried, and then the students will excavate a grave. And so we'll make it look a little different. Exercise.
There you go.
Collect evidence.
There you go. That's why we got that plastic
But it does
thing.
look weird.
It does look weird. All right, so as we're talking about staying here, and there's that thing that over there, that stool. And then I said those copper pots, those copper mugs were over there. Those fans, I thought you would like it. You don't want those?
I do like them. I just already have one.
Yeah.
And I got to worry about floor space.
Yeah, there's that. So I don't know. Do you want to stay?
This will be the first table they start at, but it won't be until later today.
Yeah, and there's really nothing on this table. The thing I saw was way over there.
That'll be later, late this afternoon. So,
I don't know. What do you think?
Depends on how bad you want it, because I've got some, I can split firewood, do lawn work, or I can stay down here. So, I guess
think
it
we've
depends
decided.
on how bad.
We've decided not to go, not to stay.
Okay.
We're leaving. You see that we made that decision to not stay. So let's just chat about that, because I think it's important for people to understand how an auction works. And I already explained that to you, at least for our auction. Do you think most auctions work the way that ours does?
Yeah, I think most auctions are, they start in the morning and they end when the last thing is sold.
Yeah, and that can be an all-day kind of event. We've been to another one that's farther away. I'd say it's a 45-minute drive, and I feel like it's mostly late afternoon and evening.
That does start in the evening.
Yeah.
But it can go till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so you just have to weigh out if there is enough at the auction that you want to stay for. And for us, the 1 or 2 items that we were really crazy about, they were too spread out as far as time was concerned of where, when and where, what time of the day that they would be auctioned off. And then, oh yeah, there's that. Yeah, so there was the, bird bath, that cement bird bath. Tell me what happened there.
So there were 2, a short one, which you said you wanted,
Yeah.
and it went for $190, and it would have gone higher.
$190.
Yeah, and it was in really good shape. It was nice. It was probably old. But I just thought that was too high.
We kind of have a mental note of what we're going to spend on things, and 190 is not a number that we usually.
No, and you also have to factor in many of these things you can find at yard sales, especially this time of year when the weather warms up. A lot of people are cleaning up their yard, and you can find them a lot cheaper. Yard sales, while there's advantages to an auction, there's different advantages to yard sales.
Yeah, there's benefit to both for sure, but we decided to not stay today. I think we made the right decision, don't you?
Well, there was occasionally you come down here and there's something that you just really want, and I didn't see that today. So yes, I think we made the right decision.
Whoops. Yeah, that's kind of where I was. There just wasn't anything that was yelling, Cindy, stay, stay. So
now the flip side of that is, if you stay, there's always something to bid on. So there's something that's got your curiosity. I saw some ammunition, some old tools and things that I likely would have bid on, or at least watched. But do you want to spend your whole Saturday there?
Your whole Saturday. Then another thing that I've noticed over the years that we've come down here and gone to other auctions, you see the one item that you think you want, and as they get to it and start bidding and moving other things around, a lot of times you see another thing that you really like. So, like I said, you just got to weigh it out. We've decided to head home. It's It's almost noon. We've got other things to do, so we're going to call it a day. Thanks so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. If you like watching auction hauls and yard sales and thrift shopping and all that good stuff, what are we going to ask them to do?
Follow our channel at www.reinventeddelaware.com.
That's our blog,
Or
our channel
YouTube.
here. Yeah, and YouTube.
And YouTube is also
Yep.
reinventeddelaware.com. And if you like what you see, please subscribe and like, because that really helps us a lot.
It really does help us a lot. And hey, we'll see you next time.